It is said that this island lies somewhere near the Canary Islands. So you depart on a ship to the island of Tenerife to gather more information. After your arrival, you talk to the natives of the island, who tell stories about a mysterious island located to the west.
What's up everyone, I'm Dan, and a quick shout out to Dear Villagers for their Switch review code for Guayota. Guayota, developed by a Spanish indie team, is a puzzle-centric adventure game on the Nintendo Switch that transports players to the mysterious St. Brendan's Island. This island, steeped in the mythology of the Canary Islands and the Guanche legends, is not the paradise it seems. Instead, it harbours ancient secrets and dark truths that players must uncover as they navigate its temples and solve its puzzles. The game, rich in lore and atmosphere, is a unique blend of exploration, puzzle solving, and mythological storytelling that challenges players to think creatively and strategically. The narrative of Guayota is deeply rooted in the mythology of the Canary Islands, particularly the legend of St. Brendan's Island, a mythical paradise rumoured to be located somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. The story begins with a group of explorers sent by the Spanish kingdom to find this elusive island. As the protagonist, players soon discover that the island is far from the paradise described in legends. Instead, it is a place filled with ancient gods' temples, each guarding secrets that piece together the island's mysterious past. The story unfolds gradually as players explore the island and its temples, uncovering manuscripts and interacting with their companions. The non-linear structure of the game allows for a degree of freedom in exploration, meaning players can encounter the story's elements in a slightly different order depending on their choices. This approach adds a layer of depth to the narrative, encouraging players to revisit areas and delve deeper into the island's lore to uncover all its secrets. At its core, Guayota is a 3D adventure with heavy puzzle elements. The game clearly draws its inspiration from classic titles like The Legend of Zelda, but it carves out its own identity with unique mechanics and a strong emphasis on light and darkness. Players are equipped with a torch, which serves as their primary tool for navigating the island's temples. The torch is more than just a light source, it is integral to solving the game's many puzzles, which often involve manipulating fire, light and lasers. The game's puzzles are where Guayota truly shines. Each temple on the island presents a unique set of challenges, with puzzles that grow increasingly complex as players progress. The puzzles are not just about finding the right solution, but also about understanding the underlying mechanics of each temple. For instance, players might need to light torches in a specific order, using glowing stones to activate pillars, or manipulate light in creative ways to open new pathways. One of the most intriguing aspects of the game is its dual world mechanic. As players explore each temple, they encounter two distinct modes, the real world and the plane of madness. These two modes present the same layout but with completely different puzzles and styles. The real world focuses on more traditional environmental hazards such as spikes and spinning blades, while the plane of madness offers more cerebral, abstract challenges. This dual world mechanic adds a significant layer of complexity to the game, as players must often switch between the two modes to progress. The Plane of Madness in particular stands out for its unique puzzle design. In this mode, players no longer have to worry about dying, but must contend with puzzles that are often more challenging and require careful planning. For example, solid walls in the Plane of Madness become transparent when light passes through them, but crossing these walls can set off explosions that reset puzzles. This mechanic forces players to think several steps ahead, making for a satisfying and mentally engaging experience. The island of St. Brendan in Guayota is a richly detailed world that invites exploration. The game features 3 main temples located in the north, east and west of the island, each with its own distinct theme and puzzle mechanics. The variety in environments, from a mountainous terrain to a desert area and lush jungle, keeps the exploration fresh and exciting. While there is no combat in Guayota, the exploration is far from passive. Players must navigate dangerous traps and environmental hazards in the real world while solving puzzles in both the real world and the Plane of Madness. The lack of enemies shifts the focus entirely to puzzle solving and exploration, which is a refreshing change of pace from the more combat heavy adventure games. The non-linear exploration allows players to tackle the temples in any order, which adds replayability and encourages thorough exploration. The game does not force players to complete every puzzle to progress, but those who seek to uncover all of the island's secrets will find plenty of challenges to keep them engaged. Visually, Guayota is a striking game that makes excellent use of its light and dark theme. The The lighting engine is a star of the show, with real-time and dynamic lights playing a crucial role in both the gameplay and overall atmosphere. The temples are beautifully designed, each with a unique aesthetic that reflects the mythological themes of the game. The Plane of Madness in particular has a distinct art style that contrasts sharply with the real world, further emphasizing the duality of the game's setting. The game runs at a target of 30 frames per second on the Nintendo Switch, and while there are occasional dips in performance, particularly in more complex environments, these are minor and do not affect the gameplay. One small visual gripe is the occasional disorientation that can occur when transitioning between areas on the island. The direction the character is facing when exiting one area and entering another can sometimes be confusing, making it momentarily unclear which way to go next. The audio in Guayota is equally impressive. The soundtrack is a perfect match for the game's mysterious and mythological tone, blending a mix of ambient sounds and more thematic music that enhances the atmosphere. The sound design is subtle yet effective, with each environment having its own unique soundscape that draws players further into the world of St. Brendan's Island. Guayota is a captivating puzzle adventure that successfully combines mythological storytelling with challenging and inventive puzzle mechanics. It's a unique dual world system, engaging exploration, and rich visual and audio design make it a standout title. While it may have a few minor flaws such as an occasional performance dip here and there and brief moments of disorientation, these are far outweighed by the game's strengths. For fans of puzzle games and mythological adventures, Guayota offers a deeply immersive experience that is both challenging and rewarding. Its focus on light and darkness, both in terms of gameplay and narrative, make it a memorable journey into the unknown. Whether you're drawn in by the legends of the Canary Islands or simply looking for a well-crafted puzzle game, Guayota is well worth your time. Guayota is out now on the Nintendo eShop, priced at $13.49 in the UK and $14.99 in the US. Thanks to you all for watching, and until next time.